Vandal P. McMurphy has a criminal past and has once again gotten himself into trouble with the law. To escape hard labor in prison, he decides to plead insanity and is sent to a ward for the mentally unstable.
Once there, McMurphy both endures and stands witness to the abuse and degradation of the oppressive nurse, Wretched. With results ranging from humorous to tragic, McMurphy and the other inmates band together to make a rebellious stance against the atrocious nurse. And joining us now to tell us more about One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is actor Yannick Morin, who plays Dale Harding, and the director of the show, William Stafford. Hello.
Guys, thanks for coming in.
This one's a classic.
Yeah, this a classic novel, classic film, and now it's going to be a classic at ALT. People will talk about this one. Did you see that production, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Because you guys are taking I won't say like it ends with everyone doing a soft shoe and, you know, the boat not sinking or something, but you guys are bringing something fresh and something new to this old story. Is that right?
It's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the musical.
The musical, exactly. We're all crazy. We're all crazy.
It's not, well, yeah, we're putting a twist on it. And we talked earlier about how the preconceived notions that we have as actors, as audience members, as directors, about this Ken Kesey novel. And we all have those notions when we go in. We're very excited about this production because it gives you, as an audience, a chance to come and revisit this story that we all know, this classic story. With a new twist, with new actors, kind of up to date. It is a period piece, so it's set in the 70s. Okay. So you'll see that in the costumes and some of the language. But we're staying true to the novel and the Dale Wasserman adaptation.
Okay. So what was the casting process like with such a well-known piece?
Well, the cast is just phenomenal. I mean, I've never worked with a cast this talented, this versatile. I'm truly honored to be a part of such an incredible experience.
Yeah.
And the folks are just going to have to come and see it.
Yeah.
They're going to be incredibly surprised.
One question that I have for you, Yannick, especially in talk about this. So, in developing your characters, do you go back and do research on the sort of mental disorder? Like, is your character schizophrenic, or is it? I'm imagining some of that has to be used in developing the character.
Well, it depends on the character. My character, I don't believe is truly crazy. I think he's just very phobic.
Okay.
And he's just going to the asylum to escape.
Okay.
And it's the arrival of McMurphy that gives everyone the strength, not just my character, but everyone in the asylum, the strength to grow and move on. And a lot of the characters do leave the asylum afterwards, according to the book. So it's a story about finding yourself, getting that strength, and then moving on from something that's very oppressive, which the Nurse Ratched and the asylum represent.
Right.
Now, is this a show for all ages?
Oh no.
All right.
Your toddlers and my toddlers. This is a date night show. And it is, again, we're staying true to the novel. And if you remember the novel from high school, it's very graphic. And it's not, it's PG-13. I wouldn't bring anybody over the age of 13. And that's just the nature of this show.
Yeah.
And the characters are great. And ironically, I was talking about some of the characters, a lot of these guys that are in there are not committed. And it's true to the novel. They're just there on their own accord for whatever reason. And so it makes it very interesting. But yeah, there's some language. And we didn't add anything that wasn't already there in the novel or the adaptation.
Gotcha, gotcha. So in terms of, just before we run out of time, I'm curious, the process of separating yourself, because you are standing on such shoulders of greatness with the novel and of course with the Jack Nicholson film, which so many people know.
Right.
Was there one thing that you did, aside from not watching it, to really separate this piece from it?
What I did as a director is I went back and I looked at the novel. And I wanted to bring some of those characters back to life.
Okay.
So in the adaptation, it's tricky because it hasn't been adapted for years. Literally, in the last adaptation was in the 60s. So what we did and what I did was, in the casting process, I wanted to make sure that I got the right cast that the audience would relate to, number one. And number two, bring in some fresh ideas, some fresh blocking. Because that's really all you can do with a play like this that has such a powerful message, number one, and most of us know it.
Yeah.
So you got to be kind of careful.
Yeah.
So you can't take something that is so well known and put it on a baseball field.
Right.
And in some cases you can do that, and
Yeah.
it's fun. This one we kind of had to stay true to the idea of what Kesey wrote.
Right.
And that's what we've done.
Right. Well, this opens tomorrow night, folks, at Albuquerque Little Theater and runs through September
14th.
September 14th. So for more information, to book your tickets, head over to casa.com and click on the Style tab.